LIC Christopher Coimbatore welcomes you to IRDAI IC 38 English mock test number 4. In this model exam, we would cover IC 38 chapters under the section Health Insurance. This is the final section and this covers 5 chapters under this section, which is useful for IC 38 exam aspirants for life and non-life categories. So first chapter is under this section is 17th chapter. It is introduction of health insurance. We'll go to the summary page of the main IC 38 book. Okay, this is the summary page of the chapter number 17, Introduction to Health Insurance. The grace period clause grants the policyholder an additional period of time to pay the premium after it has become due. The grace period. Reinstatement is the process by which a life insurance company puts back into force a policy that has either been terminated because of non-payment of premiums or has been continued under one of the non-forfeiture provisions. A policy loan is different from an ordinary commercial loan in two respects. Summary page of chapter 17, Introduction to Health Insurance. Insurance in some form or other existed many centuries ago, but its modern form is only a few centuries old. Insurance in India has passed through many stages with government regulation. Health of its citizens being very important, governments play a major role in creating a suitable healthcare system. Level of healthcare provided depends on many factors relating to a country's population. The three types of healthcare are primary, secondary, and tertiary, depending on the levels of the medical attention required. Three types of healthcare: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Cost of healthcare rises with each level, with tertiary care being the costliest. India has its own peculiar challenges such as population growth and urbanization, which require proper healthcare. The government was also the first to come up with schemes for health insurance, followed by commercial insurance by private insurance companies. The health insurance market is made up of many players, some providing the infrastructure, with others providing insurance services, intermediaries such as brokers, agents, and third-party administrators servicing health insurance business, and also other regulatory, educational, as well as legal entities playing their role. Key terms: healthcare, commercial insurance, nationalization, primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare, mediclaim, broker, agent, third-party administrator, TPA, IRDAI, Ombudsman. This chapter doesn't have any questions, so we will skip to next chapter 18, Insurance Documentation. We'll go to the summary page of this chapter. The first stage of documentation is the proposal form, through which the insured informs about herself and what insurance she needs. The duty of disclosure of material information arises prior to the inception of the policies and continues throughout the policy period. Insurance companies usually add a declaration at the end of the proposal form to be signed by the proposer. Elements of proposal usually include proposer's name in full, proposer's address and contact details, bank details in case of health policies, proposer's profession, occupation or business, details and identity of the subject matter of insurance, sum insured, previous and present insurance, loss experience declaration by the insured. An agent who acts as the intermediary has the responsibility to ensure all material information about the risk is provided by the insured to insurer. The process of scrutinizing the proposal and deciding about acceptance is known as underwriting. In health policies, a prospectus is also provided to the insured, and he has to declare in the proposal that he has read and understood it. Premium is the consideration or amount paid by the insured to the insurer for insuring the subject matter of insurance under a contract of insurance. Payment of premium can be made by cash, any recognized banking, negotiable instrument, postal money order, credit or debit card, internet e-transfer, direct credit, or any other method approved by authority from time to time. A certificate of insurance provides proof of insurance in case where it may be required. The policy is a formal document which provides an evidence of the contract of insurance. A warranty is a condition expressly stated in the policy which has to be literally complied with for validity of the contract. If certain terms and conditions of the policy need to be modified at the time of issuance, it is done by setting out the amendments changes through a document called endorsement. The most important rule of construction is that the intention of the parties must prevail, and this intention is to be looked for in the policy itself. Money laundering means converting money obtained through criminal means to legal money, and laws to fight this have been introduced worldwide and in India. An agent has a responsibility to follow the Know Your Customer KYC guidelines and obtain documents as required by these guidelines. Key terms of this chapter: policy form, advance payment of premium, certificate of insurance, renewal notice, warranty, condition, endorsement, money laundering, know your customer. Next chapter, chapter number 319, health insurance products. We will go to the summary page. A health insurance policy provides financial protection to the insured person in the event of an unforeseen and sudden accident or illness leading to hospitalization. Health insurance products can be classified on the basis of number of people covered under the policy, individual policy, family float-up policy, group policy. A hospitalization expenses policy or Mediclaim reimburses the cost of hospitalization expenses incurred on account of illness or accident. Pre-hospitalization expenses would be relevant medical expenses incurred during period up to the defined number of days, generally 30 days, prior to hospitalization, and will be considered as part of claim. Pre-hospitalization expenses. Post-hospitalization expenses would be relevant medical expenses incurred during period up to the defined number of days, generally 60 days, after hospitalization, and will be considered as part of claim. In a family float-up policy, the family consisting of spouse, dependent children and dependent parents are offered a single sum insured which floats over the entire family. A hospital daily cash policy provides a fixed sum to the insured person for each day of hospitalization, daily hospital cash benefit. Critical illness policy is a benefit policy with a provision to pay a lump sum amount on diagnosis of certain named critical illness. High deductible or top-up covers offer cover for higher sum insured over and above a specified chosen amount called threshold or deductible. The fixed benefits cover provides adequate cover to the insured person and also helps the insurer to effectively price his policy. A personal accident PA cover provides compensation in the form of death and disability benefits due to unforeseen accidents. Outpatient covers provide for medical expenses like dental treatments, vision care expenses, routine medical examinations, and tests, etc., that do not require hospitalization. A group policy is taken by a group owner who could be an employer, an association, a bank's credit card division, where a single policy covers the entire group of individuals. Corporate floater or buffer cover amount helps meet excess expenses over and above the family sum insured. Overseas mediclaim travel policies provide cover to an individual against exposure to the risk of accident, injury, and sickness during his stay overseas. Corporate frequent travelers plan is an annual policy whereby a corporate takes individual policies for its executives who frequently make trips outside India. Many terms used in health insurance have been standardized by IRDA for regulation to avoid confusion, especially for the insureds. And here is the chapter number 20, health insurance underwriting. You will complete the summary of this chapter. Health insurance underwriting chapter summary. Health insurance is based on the concept of morbidity, which is defined as the risk of a person falling ill or sick. Morbidity. Underwriting is the process of risk selection and risk pricing. Underwriting is required to strike a proper balance between risk and business, thereby maintaining the competitiveness and yet profitability for the organization. Some of the factors that affect a person's morbidity are age, gender, habits, occupation, build, family history, past illness or surgery, current health status, and place of residence. The purpose of underwriting to prevent adverse selection against the insurer and also ensure proper classification and equity among risks. The agent is the first level underwriter, as he is the best in the best position to know the prospective client to be insured. The agent is the first level underwriter, as he is in the best position to know the prospective client to be insured. The core principles of insurance are utmost good faith, insurable interest, indemnity, contribution, subrogation, and proximate cause. The key tools for underwriting are proposal form, age proof, financial documents, medical reports, and sales reports. The medical underwriting is a process which is used by the insurance companies to determine the health status of an individual applying for health insurance policy. Non-medical underwriting is a process where the proposer is not required to undergo any medical examination. Numerical rating method is a process adopted in underwriting wherein the numerical or percentage assessments are made on each aspect of the risk. The underwriting process is complicated when the received information is carefully assessed. So the underwriting process is completed when the received information is carefully assessed and classified into appropriate risk categories. Group insurance is mainly underwritten based on the law of averages, implying that when all members of a standard group are covered under a group health insurance policy, the individuals consisting constituting the group cannot anti-select against the insurer. And here is the final chapter of this syllabus. This is chapter number 21, end of this section, health insurance claims. We will complete the summary of this chapter 2. Insurance is a promise and the policy is a witness to that promise. The occurrence of insured event leading to a claim under the policy is the true test of that promise. Insurance is a promise and the policy is a witness to that promise. One of the key rating parameter in insurance is the claims paying ability of the insurance company. Customers who buys insurance is the primary stakeholder as well as the receiver of the claim. In cashless claim, a network hospital provides the medical services based on a pre-approval from the insurer or TPA and later submits the documents for settlement of the claim. In reimbursement claim, the customer pays the hospital from his own resources and then files claim with insurer or either TPA for payment. Claim intimation is the first instance of contact between the customer and the claims team. If a fraud is suspected by insurance company in case of insurance claim, it is sent for investigation. Investigation of a claim could be done in-house by an insurer, TPA, or be entrusted to a professional investigation agency. Reserving refers to the amount of provision made for all claims in the books of the insurer based on the status of the claims. In case of a denial, the customer has the option, apart from the representation to the insurer, to approach the insurance ombudsman or the consumer forums or even the legal authorities. Frauds occur mostly in hospitalization indemnity policies, but personalization accident policies also are used to make fraud claims. The TPA, third party administrator, provides many important services to the insurer and gets remunerated in the form of fees. Okay, the chapter summaries are completed. Let's go straight into the mock test number 4 of IC 38 chapter syllabus. First we require to enter the email address, your email address, so that you can get the answer key to your mail inbox. Along with right and wrong answers. Okay. As per question number 1, as per guidelines, an insurance company has to process an insurance proposal within an insurance company need to process the insurance proposal within 15 days. Next question. In case the premium payment is made by check, then which of the below statement will hold true? The risk assumption date will be on which the check, or the date on which check is received by the insurance company, is the right answer. Which of the below statement is correct with regards to a warranty? Fourth option is the right answer. If a warranty is breached, the claim can still be paid if it is not material to the risk. If certain terms and conditions of the policy need to be modified at the time of issuance, it is done by setting out the amendments through endorsement. After the time of issuance, modifications are done by setting out the amendments through endorsement. Next question, which of the below statement is correct with regards to renewal notice? Renewal notice to be sent either 30 or 15 or 7 days is asked, or there is no legal obligation, is the right answer. Option 4 is the correct answer. Though the duration of cover for pre-hospitalization expenses would vary from insurer to insurer and is defined in the policy, the most common cover is for dash pre-hospitalization. Pre-hospitalization expenses coverage would be 30 days. As per IRDA guidelines, a dash grace period is allowed for renewal of individual health policies is 30 days. Grace period. Which of the below statement is correct with regards to a hospitalization expenses policy? Hospitalization as well as pre and post hospitalization expenses are covered. Next question. Identify which of the below statement is correct. Health insurance deals with morbidity. Next question. Which of the below statement is correct with regards to a cashless service provided in health insurance? Cashless services provided in health insurance. The insured does not pay and the insurance company settles the bill directly with the hospital. Is the cashless system of health insurance. Identify the correct full form of PPN with regards to hospitals in health insurance. PPN is Preferred Provider Network. Next question. Identify which of the below statement is incorrect. Group policy, an employer can take, a bank can take, but shopkeeper is not possible to take a group policy for its customer. So that is incorrect statement. Next question. Underwriting is the process of risk selection and risk pricing. The principle of utmost good faith in underwriting is required to be followed by both the insurer and the insured. Utmost good faith. Insurable interest refers to dash financial interest of the person in the asset to be insured. Insurable interest is the financial interest of the person in the asset to be insured. Which of the following statements about medical underwriting is incorrect. Incorrect in medical underwriting. Last option. Percentage assessment is made on each component of the risk. Which of the following statement is correct regarding health insurance? Statement number 1. In a group health insurance policy, any of the individual constituting the group could anti-select against the insurer. Statement number 2. Group health insurance provides coverage only to employer-employee groups. Both the statements are false, so option 4 is the right answer. Which of the following factor does not affect the morbidity of an individual? Option 2, spouse job. According to the principle of indemnity, the insured is paid for the actual losses to the extent of the sum insured. The actual losses to the extent of the sum insured. The first and the primary source of information about an applicant for the underwriter is his first and primary source of information is proposal form. Underwriting process is completed when dash. Here, the option 3 is the correct answer. The received information is carefully assessed and classified into appropriate risk categories. Next question. Which of the following statements about the numerical rating method is incorrect? Analysis of difficult or doubtful cases is not possible on the basis of numerical points without medical referees or experts. This method. So second option is the right answer. Here, who among the following is not a stakeholder in insurance claim process? Health insurance claim process stakeholders are insurance company shareholders, regulator and TPA. Human resources department will not be a stakeholder. Which of the following document is maintained at the hospital detailing all treatment done to an inpatient? Next question. The amount of provision made for all claims in the books of the insurer based on the status of the claims is known as the amount of provision made for all claims. Provisioning. Next question. Which of the following documents are not required to be submitted for permanent total disability claim? Permanent total disability claim. Before that, here in the previous question, reserving is the right answer for the amount of provision for all claims. That's an error. Next question. Permanent total disability claim requires fitness certificate from the treating doctor certifying that the insured is fit to perform his normal duties. It is not required to be submitted for permanent total disability claim. All other documents are required. Which among the following is considered as primary stakeholder in insurance claim process? Primary stakeholder is customer, Girish Saksena's insurance claim was denied by insurance company. In case of denial, what is the option available to Girish Saxena apart from the representation to the insurer? Here, legal authorities can be approached. During investigation of a health insurance claim presented by Rajiv Metho, insurance companies find that instead of Rajiv Metho, his brother Rajesh Metho has been admitted to hospital for treatment. The policy of Rajiv Metho is not a family floater plan. This is an example of impersonation fraud. Next question. Under which of the following condition is domiciliary hospitalization is covered in a health insurance policy? Domiciliary hospitalization is option 2. The patient cannot be removed to hospital, nursing home for lack of accommodation therein. Next question. Which of the following codes capture the performance procedures performed to treat the illness? Here, codes capture the procedures for performed to treat the illness is CPT. Next question. This is the last question, and here we would select this send a copy of my responses and click the submit button. Now we will be required to solve the Google CAPTCHA. Is it submitted? Here we can view score. Yeah, we have got complete all the answers correct, and here is we would get the correct answers highlighted in green color, and if the answer is wrong it would be highlighted in red color, and along with that you could view the correct answer at the bottom. You would also get this answer key to your mailbox also. You can check there also. If you want to attend this exam on your own and practice, you can click the description for the exam link. Thank you and the best wishes for a wonderful career.